It's not necessarily about the followers, it's about who follows you. I ain't gonna lie, I low-key just woke up from a nap. Let me actually look presentable real quick. Now that we look a little bit more presentable, let's go ahead and start talking about these deals. Before we get into today's video, please consider subscribing. You know, I do a lot of stuff on the channel, vlogs, sit downs, challenges, all kinds of stuff. So if you fuck with me, if you fuck with the vibes over here, make sure to leave a sub, like, comment. And if any of these tips in the video help you, make sure to comment, let me know. I'm trying to put all y'all on some game real quick. It's hard for us out here when we're small creators trying to get paid, especially when some of our stuff is better than the bigger people. Like, we making videos better than the bigger people, but they taking all the bread. So with that being said, we're done gatekeeping. I'm gonna put y'all on the sauce on how to get brand deals. In fact, in this video, I'm gonna take you behind the scenes on me filming a promotion for one of my brand deals that I have right now. It'll probably be out by the time this video is out. First tip into getting that first brand deal is to move like an influencer. So just because you don't have 10K, 20K, 100K sub doesn't mean that you can't move like an influencer. And what I mean by that is you don't have to act like a fucking dickhead. You don't gotta move around like you're better than everybody, like you're bougie, because at the end of the day, there are people who have more subs than you. But what you need to do is act like your accounts and your brand has worth. So if you have like 4,000 subs, 6,000, whatever, act like those 6,000 subs are super valuable, which they are. That's how you're gonna end up getting brand deals. You're gonna end up, those 6,000 followers is the money right there. Make sure everything is clean and organized. You don't wanna exploit your fans. You don't wanna treat them a certain way. You don't wanna act like you're on top of the world when you're really not. Appreciate them for what they are. Interact with them. Make sure all your accounts are clean so your fans can follow you throughout all your platforms. And that way brands are gonna be willing to work with you and approach you to secure brand deals. Moving on with that topic, you also want to make sure the content on your accounts are presentable. You could have 8,000 followers on TikTok, right? It's not crazy hard to get. I mean, I'm not gonna say like crazy hard. I don't have 8,000 followers, but in general, 8,000 followers nowadays on TikTok isn't the biggest amount, right? You could have 8,000 followers and you post like 3 memes and then like 2 fit pics and then like a hair video and then a sneaker video. It's all scattered all over the place. I can't tell what kind of stuff you're posting. I shouldn't be able to look at your account and not know what kind of stuff you're gonna be posting. So you need to make sure your account is uniform across the whole account. If you're on Instagram and you're doing fashion, not all your posts, but a good amount need to be tying back to fashion in some way, shape, or form. If you're doing TikTok and you make memes or like joke videos, relatable videos, you have to keep that uniform throughout your TikTok. And you can mix it up every now and then. There's no reason why you should do that. You want to be versatile. You want to be able to mix it up, but you don't want to be unpredictable, because that's where brands get turned off. If you're unpredictable and they don't know what kind of content you bring to the table consistently, they're gonna take the brand deal to somebody else because they know that person brings consistent views, consistent content, and they can get them sales. At the end of the day, that's what matters, is getting the brand sales. You're not doing this to get money in your pocket. You're doing this to get the brand sales so that they come back and put more money in your pocket. Piggying back on what I was talking about a little bit earlier about followers is you have followers, so use them. Your followers are gonna be your customers. That brand that approaches you, their customers. Your followers, don't just see them as customers, but that's your audience. That's your target audience. You wanna make sure that they know who they're supporting, what your values are, what you bring to the table. You want to make sure your followers can tell off that what's going on, what the vibe is, what the word is, because that's how you're going to bring in the sales. That's how you're going to be able to show brands that you're a good account to work with, because you have consistent interacting followers. Every time they comment, you make sure you respond to a good amount of those comments. Ideally every single one, but if you have a TikTok blow up and it has like thousands of comments, you're only human. So like whenever you're posting consistently and you're getting like 7 comments, there should be 7 replies. If you're on Instagram, every comment on your account, except for bots, should have a like on it. Actually, I don't respond to Instagram comments anymore. I personally don't like how it gets super cluttered. It should at least have a like from you, every single comment. Even if it's that one girl that you hooked up with 3 months ago that you don't even fuck with no more, you still gotta like it, all right? Because that's how you're gonna get your bread up, all right? You gotta sacrifice, get your bread up. So that being said, now you have your followers in place. You gotta know your worth. If you have 2,000 followers, you shouldn't be shooting for Forever 21 and Fashion Nova and Boohoo Man. It just doesn't make sense. Those sponsorships are given to people who usually have like 60K on Instagram, 100K on TikTok, just a good basis of fans, because they know they're gonna bring in tons of sales to an already existing brand. What do I have to offer Forever 21 when I have 4,000 followers on TikTok? It just doesn't make sense. You have to shoot for brands that you know you can bring sales to, and it makes sense for you to work with them. So ideally, someone at my size, the sponsorships are limited, but there are there. If you just keep an eye open and you follow this tutorial, maybe you'll get your first. Usually in that range, I get approached by small business owners and things along those natures because they're already smaller than me. I can offer them something. So like clothing brands, like small clothing brands in my area, local area, hair care products, skincare, all kinds of things. Those are the kinds of offers that come with having an account at, 4,000, 5,000 followers on TikTok. Obviously, I want to chase that Forever 21 sponsorship, Boohoo Man, all those big names. But right now, it's just not the time for me to be approaching those brands because I'm going to get shot down. They won't even answer my email. I have nothing to present to them at the moment. But other brands that are just starting out, I can prove to them that I can bring them sales. Then that's where I'm going to be able to get brand deals. Next up in getting brand deals, you got to have connections. Now, here's something that I want to make clear to everyone watching this video. When it comes to followers, obviously you want to have a higher amount, but it's not about necessarily the amount, it's about who follows. You want to make sure your content is getting to the right eyes. Let's say I want to become a fashion influencer and have 1,000 followers, but everyone that follows me is a bunch of little kids who followed the account because it was originally a meme account and I just transitioned it into fashion. They don't give a fuck about the fashion that I'm posting. I'm not going to be getting any traction on that account. Not to mention, that's not the audience I want to push for. If I have 1,000 followers on an account, brand new account that I just started, I'm using fashion hashtags, I'm pushing it out to the right people. That's when, brand owners and people in the fashion industry are going to be able to see my content because I am pushing out the right kind of stuff. And that's how you get those connections, because you want to be networking to the people that are interacting with these 1,000 fans. They could literally change your life. Just the first 1,000 fans that you get could change your life. You never know. One of those fans may start a 6-figure clothing brand and they may want you to model for them off rip just because of the content that you're pushing out. Your mom's sister's boyfriend could probably be in the fashion industry and he somehow comes across your account and sees that you're passionate about fashion and you make good content. He could bring you on their team to push things out. It's not necessarily about the followers, it's about who follows you. If you're getting your stuff out to the right people and you know the right people, you can get so many places, I'm telling you. And I know that just because I'm not ideally where I want, I'm not at 1,000 subs, I'm not at 10,000 followers, but I'm still worth something. It's time to get into actually contacting brands. So what you're gonna wanna do is find some kind of email template online and just be like, hey, my name is da-da-da-da, these are my accounts, and I love your brand, da-da-da, I love the stuff that you make. Are you interested in doing a cooperation? They're just gonna hit you with a yes or no, or they may not respond at all. I'm not gonna lie. You just wanna keep it relatively simple. These brands are getting hundreds of emails a day. This brand is struggling with their marketing. Also put in that email how you can help them do better, but keep it short and sweet. Also, you can send Instagram DMs to brands. For me, like I do clothing, fashion stuff, so clothing brands and things like that, they relatively work based off Instagram. You don't want to be emailing them because that's what they use when it comes to like orders and customer service. So I would just send them a DM on Instagram, be like, hey, I see your clothing brand, I fuck with it, da-da-da, I can bring you in sales, da-da-da, whatever, send them the DM and that's it. And when you send that email and DM, make sure, one, that you speak properly, okay? Don't send any brand a DM or email saying, yo, I fuck with your shit, like let me cooperate, you trying to collab. Don't say that shit, bro. If you need to go to the writing center at your school or something, or like have your mama or dad proofread it, have them do it. The last tip for getting brand deals is be consistent and don't get discouraged. I ain't gonna lie to you, you're probably not gonna get your first brand deal at this stage. It's just not plausible. If you wanted to really do it, this is how you would go about it. But ideally, you're just not gonna be securing a lot of brand deals at this stage. Don't waste your time chasing sponsorships and checks, because at the end of the day, if you really love the shit that you're doing, it's all gonna come later down the line. Just make sure you're staying consistent in your growth and your journey. If you don't appreciate your journey, then you're never gonna appreciate the end goal. Make sure you just appreciate the time when you're a small creator and you're doing this for fun. Your slow growth, your slow grind is gonna get you to so many more places. So if you just stay consistent and try to avoid discouraging moments, I know it's hard, but if you stay consistent, you're gonna secure a hella brand deals, bro. Trust. All right, busted out the dirty old laptop. Jesus Christ, the screen, the keyboard, it's all dusty, gang. Fuck. Right now, I'm going to go to the website dandyshoe.ru, and this is actually the sneaker company that has sponsored me. I'm gonna be working with for I don't know how long. The link to the website will be in the description, and you'll also be able to use my code @NateKA. It'll be somewhere on the screen, and you can use it to, get $15 off your next purchase. Go ahead and copy some sneakers, look fly as fuck. But yeah, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a TikTok to announce, show off the website and announce that I also now have a promo code that you can use on the site. It's pretty simple stuff. Make sure you're always filming in the highest quality when you're doing these promo videos. Using the pink Grateful Dunks for this because these are already reps. I ain't gonna lie. Bam! You ain't know this is a rep company, by the way. All their stuff is 1-to-1. It comes out great quality. I'm gonna be using the only pair of reps I have in my collection to show off more reps. You wanna make sure you look good, so utilize your good side, bro. My left side is my good side, so that's the side I'm showing off. Now all I gotta do is edit it, which I can easily do on my phone using CapCut or TikTok or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then by the time y'all see this video, the brand promotion will be out, so you can go watch it, see how it came out. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me catch y'all in the next video.